There is nothing more exciting when you find out a university is going to expand their teaching program, but even more important, include it as agriculture. And that is what Midland University has done. At the end of last year, they made the announcement they were going to start this agribusiness program. And we are really excited because the chair of the undergrad business program is joining us. You can see Nick Schreck joining us here on the screen as well. And to our listeners, that are hearing this, you can find this video as well through our social media platforms. So, Nick, how exciting right now for Midland University?
It's so exciting. We're Midland is located in Fremont, Nebraska, and Fremont, just like most of Nebraska, is surrounded by the ag community. And so this was such a great addition to the campus, such a great addition to our community, and hopefully a great addition to Nebraska.
Tell me a little bit about the agribusiness program that you guys are going to offer through Midland.
Yeah, we looked around at different programs in the state. Nebraska colleges and universities are doing a great job in educating students on the ag industry. And we looked around and we said, oh, you know what? There's some great experiences at other colleges. But we wanted to do it a little bit different. We know that we attract a kind of student that is interested in continuing to do something that they love. For most of our students, that means sports or arts. And we know that we have a pretty fantastic science program and a pretty fantastic business program. And when we looked around at the other schools, there was a lot of focus on science, and that's wonderful. But there are some tremendous opportunities on the business side of agriculture, and we think that that's where we can produce some really great like leaders in the community.
What think is unique as well is the fact that you guys are bringing in the outside real world into the classroom. And from what I was reading, that students are going to have the chance to spend time with producers to really find out what it's like.
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned, Fremont's situation in the ag community. We have so many great businesses and producers and growers in the area, and we wanted our students to spend time with them. We think that sometimes it's kind of hard to get the concepts and apply them when you're sitting in a classroom all day. We want you to be out in the field, quite literally, and making sure that you're learning those concepts and applying them right away. And sometimes it's going to go, the other direction too. You're going to learn about something out in the field and say, oh, you know what? This is how it comes into play in the classroom too. It's going to be a tremendous experience for our students.
So, what does the curriculum all entail at this point?
Yeah. So students are going to take, some basics in business. They're going to take principles of management. They're going to take some business communication, some business software, some accounting, but they're also going to take some science. They're going to take some biology. They're going to take, animal science. They're going to take agronomy. They're going to take a commodity value chain class. But sort of the upper level coursework that they're going to take are practicums, and practicums are experiential courses where students are out in the field working with businesses. And so we have practicums in 5 different areas. We have them in crop production, farm management, finance, sales and marketing, and animal production. And so students will be placed with a business or grower or producer in one of those areas that aligns with that practicum area. And they are going to work with them, alongside them, to make sure that they get to learn that new content and apply it immediately. We're pretty excited about that.
Well, what excites you personally about this program that you guys are offering through Midland?
Yeah, I think we did something somewhat unique in that, when we built it, the first thing we did was ask area businesses, area producers, what they thought college graduates needed to be able to do. So at Midland, we're pretty serious about what's called a marketplace back approach. So what do businesses need? How can colleges fill that need? And so we did that prior to looking at what other schools were necessarily doing with their curriculum. And so in that, we wanted to be more focused on preparing those students for the workforce. And so we have something now that area businesses, area growers, they're excited about because they know that their feedback was directly implemented and helped create our program.
It is, I can't imagine the excitement that is building as this all comes together. Do you already have students involved in the agribusiness program?
We do. We have several students coming in to be freshmen next year because of the program. And we have several current students that wanted to be in agribusiness, but we didn't have that program yet. And so they've changed their major, and we're going to work really hard to get them out on time as possible.
So is enrollment open right now for this next
Enrollment
school
is
year?
open. Yep, and we have some great scholarships for agribusiness right now. We're going to award up to over $1 million in scholarships for students that want to be in ag. And so we want them, fall 2021, if they're still looking, if they haven't found their college home yet, Midland could be a great option for them.
Wonderful. And again, if they want to find out more information, Nick, where do they need to go?
Yeah, they can go to www.midlandu.edu, and there's a link there to start the application process, or they can contact me directly, and I'd love to help get them started.
I guess, and finally, if there's a producer out there or somebody in agribusiness that says, "Hey, I want to help out in this program, I want to share my experiences," how do they go about doing that?
Yeah, a great starting point is just to connect with me directly. I'd love to help out anyone we can and get them connected. My email address is schreck@midlandu.edu, SCHRECK at midlandu.edu, and want to help out anyone that we can, however we can.
Well, Nick, thanks for taking some time to talk to us about the new agribusiness program at Midland University.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Nick Schreck is joining us. He again is the chair of the undergrad business at Midland University. Check it out. The website's got some great information about the agribusiness program as well. I'm Susan Littlefield on the Rural Radio Network.